Executive Department, Qualifications, Election, and the term of the President and Vice President of the Philippines. So the qualifications of the President and Vice President of the Philippines are the following. He or she must be a natural-born citizen of the Philippines, a registered voter, able to read and write, at least 40 years of age, and a resident of the Philippines for at least 10 years immediately preceding the election. Unless otherwise provided by law, the regular election for President and Vice President shall be held on the second Monday of May. Congress as Canvassing Board. Returns of every election for President and Vice President, duly certified by the Board of Canvassers of each province or city, shall be transmitted to Congress, directed to the Senate President, who, upon receipt of the certificates of canvass, shall, not later than 30 days after the day of the election, open all the certificates in the presence of the Senate and the House of Representatives in a joint public session, and the Congress, upon determination of the authenticity and due execution thereof in the manner provided by law, canvass the votes. Congress shall promulgate its rules for the canvassing of the certificates. In case two or more candidates shall have an equal and highest number of votes, one of them shall be chosen by a majority vote of all the members of Congress. In one case, the Supreme Court held that Section 18.5 of RA 9189, or the Overseas Absentee Voting Act of 2003, insofar as it grants sweeping authority to the Comelec to proclaim all winning candidates, is unconstitutional, as it is repugnant to Section 4, Article 7 of the Constitution, vesting in Congress the authority to proclaim the winning candidates for the positions of President and Vice President. In the exercise of this power, Congress may validly delegate the initial determination of the authenticity and due execution of the certificates of canvass to a joint Congressional committee composed of members of the House of Representatives and of the Senate. The creation of the joint committee does not constitute grave abuse and cannot be said to have deprived the members of Congress of their congressional prerogatives, because under the very rules under attack, as held in one case, the decisions and final report of the said committee shall be subject to the approval of the joint session of both houses of Congress, voting separately. Even after Congress has adjourned its regular session, it may continue to perform this constitutional duty of canvassing the presidential and vice presidential election results without need of any call for a special session by the President. The joint public session of both houses of Congress, convened by express directive of Section 4, Article 7 of the Constitution, to canvass the votes for and to proclaim the newly elected President and Vice President, has not and cannot adjourn sine die until it has accomplished its constitutionally mandated tasks. For only when a board of canvassers has completed its functions is it rendered functus officio. There is no constitutional or statutory basis for Comelec to undertake a separate and unofficial tabulation of results, whether manually or electronically. By conducting such unofficial tabulation, the Comelec descends to the level of a private organization, spending public funds for the purpose. This not only violates the exclusive prerogative of NAMFREL to conduct an unofficial count, but also taints the integrity of the envelopes containing the election returns and the election returns themselves. Thus, the court held in the case of Brillantes versus Comelec, if the Comelec is proscribed from conducting an official canvass of the votes cast for the President and Vice President, the Comelec is with more reason prohibited from making an unofficial canvass of said votes. Presidential Electoral Tribunal. The Supreme Court, sitting en banc, shall be the sole judge of all contests relating to the election, returns, and qualifications of the President or Vice President, and may promulgate its rules for the purpose. Term of office of the President and Vice President of the Philippines. So the term of office is 6 years. No person who has succeeded as President and has served as such for more than 4 years shall be qualified for election to the same office at any time.